All right, we're here with the man, the myth, the legend, Alan Bowman.
What's up?
Appreciate you being a part of our Big 12 Media Day
Absolutely.
coverage, sponsored by Valliance Bank and State Farm agent Chuck Davis. One more year, Alan.
I know.
Got one more year.
I've heard that for 3 years now. Yeah, this will be the last one for sure. Yeah, one more. I'm just so blessed and glad that I was able to get it. You know, there's many things I could have been doing with my life, but to be able to be playing college football is great.
Well, you went through it. You got that extra year of eligibility, so you're ready to take it on. Over 3,400 yards passing last year. You had 10 wins. Got to the Big 12 championship game. What's next for this year? What are the goals and aspirations for you?
Yeah, definitely. I think as a team as a whole, to win the Big 12, we were so close. And one of the cool things we had at the beginning of this year was a meeting in January, and one of our coaches came up and said, no one's going to give us the Big 12. I think we showed up to that Big 12 championship game thinking that Texas was just going to give it to us. We have to go take it this year. And I think with everybody coming back, the expectations are huge. Personally, got to keep down on the turnovers, looking up the feet, go through progressions a little bit more. But I think if we can take care of the football, we have every piece laid out, and just execute that we can do and go take it.
Talk to me about your receiving core. We know about Brennan Presley. Brennan Presley's back for another
year. How about that? I know.
Talk about some of the targets that you're going to be throwing.
Yeah, absolutely. Brennan's one of the most, if not the most dynamic receivers in college football, as he's been getting national recognition for that. The intelligence, I would say, about our receiving crew. We are a very experienced team, which means we can do a lot of different things on offense, a lot of different motions, misdirections, formations, different things where it puts a lot of stress on the defense, make them communicate a lot. So just a test to that room, because they're running around all over the place, getting lined up at different positions. So Brennan being so quick and so smart, and like that he can even throw the ball, as you saw in the bowl game. And then you have Rashad Owens, who's 225 pounds and 6'3". So if you don't put your biggest corner on him, he's just gonna eat people alive. And then the guy no one's talking about stays on Stribling, who's technically sound, probably the best receiver we have. Route running, cuts in and out, acceleration, hands. Technically, how he runs and plays the position is the cleanest that we have, and nobody even knows who he is because he played in 3 games when we were rotating 3 quarterbacks. So if you don't put your biggest corner on Rashad and you put him on Strib, then Rashad's going to eat up your small corner. But then if you put your biggest corner on Rashad, then you have Strib, who's going to dice him up when you need be, and then you have the BP in the middle and the best running back in the country and a returning offensive lineman, and I'm just a kid in a candy store. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, talk about those big guys up front that protect you. A lot of starts between those guys. A lot of experience.
There's probably 8 dudes that we feel comfortable playing in a game that can start at any point. And O-line works as 1, if 5, as you know, you don't want anyone to get injured, but depth at the position, depth at every position is huge, and offensive line is probably our deepest position room that we have. And 5 or 6-year guys, 4, 5-year guys, so I mean, it's just guys that have played unbelievable amount of starts, unbelievable amount of snaps, and so the confidence that it puts into me as a quarterback to say, hey, you know what, these guys have seen it all, been through it all, and I'm just going to sit back there and see if we can pick some people apart.
What's been the focus for you this offseason is trying to improve even more as a quarterback?
Yeah, understanding the offense and what we do and what we run, and being able to get through progression, staying in the pocket, and getting to 2 and 3 and 4, and checking down to the back when we can. And then definitely kind of on those 3rd and longs, kind of get some conversions down the field. I think we were in the bowl game, did good with our little outside shots, but some deeper throws, some ins and some play actions. For us, I think we lacked in last year to be able to stretch the field vertically, which you saw against the A&M. We took for 400 yards, had 4 or 5 little fade balls that we caught. So being able to stretch the field vertically will help out our run game. And then when you get all the way going, we're tough to beat.
Now, I recently learned there's new electronic communication devices now in college football. Have you practiced that? How do you implement that into your offense?
So we have just like the NFL, there'll be a little there's 2 microphones behind my ears, and Coach Dunn, our offense coordinator, will be talking and giving them plays from me. We'll still signal on the sideline for receivers and stuff like that, and sometimes it'll be me through signals, so we'll be rotating kind of how that all working. It's a learning curve. It's a work in progress. We had it for spring ball, which was good. difference in a game, the coordinators are in a box in a quiet room and they're talking real clearly, and then in practice with the speakers blaring and he's screaming in the microphone, it's not as clear, so you can't understand it as well.
You gotta work out some bugs.
Yeah, but other than that, and it's like it cuts off at 15 seconds, and then Coach Dunn's telling me there's a blitz at 4 seconds. It's like, well, in a game, you're not going to be able to do that. You know what I mean? So it's just as anything else is, it's an advantage that we're given, and I think the faster that teams can take advantage of it, the better that everyone's going to be. So we're trying to find ways, especially now, and there's tablets now, that we can watch film on the sidelines, and there's a 2-minute warning now, and so I mean, there's just a lot of different things, and that can either will hurt teams to use them as advantages, or help teams use them advantage or hurt them because they're not using it to like other teams are.
Well, Alan, we wish you the best. We'll be rooting for you. We appreciate you talking with us.
Absolutely.
Good luck this season.
Thank you so much. Go Pokes.